Happy Tuesday, traders. It is Matt and Jacey with Empire Algorithmic Trading here to bring you your daily dosage of Vwapvision's Stock Talk.
It's where we use the volume weighted average price to make sense of the market. So let's just get right to it, Matt. It's time for Stock Talk.
Stock Talk.
Well, hi there, Matt. It looks like you're traveling again. Where are you at? Where are we finding you today?
I am in beautiful South Lake Tahoe right now, actually. So, checked into one of the gorgeous casinos here. I've got a big conference tomorrow and looking forward to it. So,
Well, very nice. Well, I hope you have a good trip. Hopefully, it's a good conference. And so far, it was a pretty good day in the market. So let's just get right to it.
let's see it.
Start looking at some charts. All right. Well, it looks like the S&P closed right at resistance, right at the
Okay.
VWAP. Last time it got here, it turned tail. So it's going to be interesting to see what tomorrow brings. It does look like it. I mean, we'll see what the math comes out to, but we very well could be in a green zone tomorrow, which would be pretty exciting. Just a pretty exciting day there, up a little
Yeah.
more than 0.5%. I believe a slightly higher volume, and same thing with the Nasdaq Composite. This is not its all-time high view up. This is just the anchor from the start of its downtrend, but kind of serving as a similar function. But again, right at resistance. So we're coming up right on a point where we would either expect the market to turn around and head south, or to continue to move up. I mean, it's just hopefully we get a green zone tomorrow, and that would be great.
Yeah.
Small caps are continuing to move out of their trading range, showing a little bit more leadership than the larger caps are, which is good. And then same thing
Okay.
with the mid caps. Same thing with the mid caps, and this is good. This is what we missed out. This is what we didn't see back in July, or I'm not sorry, not July. God, that seems like forever ago. Back in January, yeah, back in January for that little rally we had, the mid caps and the small caps were not participating. So it's really nice to see these guys rally off the lows, providing a little bit of broadening out on the market. And then bonds, continuing to see a little rally in the bonds. So kind of a little mini breakout, little shakeout and a breakout going on there. So that's comforting to see. I'm sure we're not the only ones breathing a sigh of relief for that market
No kidding.
to be rallying up. And then the VIX continues to
Oh,
come down. So that's exactly what we want to see. So far, so good. Again, we're moving right into resistance. So this is probably, I mean, you could not ask for a better week, really. Monster earnings. The market's right at resistance. If we get some good earnings and some good reports, it's going to lift us right over resistance, put us into a green zone. Otherwise, it's going to be, you might look back on this in a couple of months and go, man, that was one heck of a shorting opportunity. So the market has, it does these kind of things before, and when they come back hard, it'll hit stocks hard. So we're just going to keep a close eye on that. Again, we're still in the red zone, but it's exciting to finally see some action, kind of like what we saw in HIMS today. A nice 23% rally.
wow.
Quickly got up in 2 days. It shot right up to its VWAP. It did sell off throughout the day, so it did not close up above the VWAP. But as you can see, the VWAP played a pivotal role on the resistance. It pretty much opened right at it and then just stayed right under there. But pretty significant move from HIMS. Carvana, we're seeing a lot of the recent breakouts show a little bit of follow through. Carvana followed
Okay.
through today. Kind of a funny thing is for some reason I thought this was one that was reporting, so I wanted to see how the market reacted to the earnings report, and it was basically flat like all day. And I'm going, well, that's weird. That's a non-reaction. That's not what I was expecting. So as it was not the one that reported earnings today. It reports earnings on the 7th. So that's why
Gotcha.
there was a little bit of a muted reaction. Palantir, another breakout from last week. It is continuing to move higher, form the right side of a cup base here,
Yeah.
and follow through on that breakout attempt. So that's a good sign. Same thing with TG Therapeutics. New high for TG Therapeutics after its breakout. I even made a note on the chart here. Hey, that's a nice breakout. And sure enough, it's following up today. So these are all bullish signs. Zscaler, the last two times it tried to break out, it got rebuffed right away. and it's clearing resistance that it's run into, going basically clear back to November of last year. So pretty nice breakout on Zscaler. Gene DX Holdings, WGS. Again, it broke out very nice. Looks very similar to TG Therapeutics as far as setup and pattern goes. And it's rallying, hitting new highs after its breakout. Garden Health, after kind of stalling a little bit yesterday, it followed through with a nice strong candle on increased volume. So these are all bullish signs, right? This is
Big time.
absolutely opposite of what we were seeing obviously during the pretty bad parts of the red zone.
A week ago.
Mercado, yeah, even then, yeah. Mercado Libre, it was another breakout a couple of weeks ago that kind of stalled out and then is continuing to move higher and hitting new highs after its breakout. Eaton Pharmaceuticals, same thing. So a lot of these stocks are holding up. They're doing quite well. However, the one that I was thinking of that was not Carvana, it was Spotify. Spotify reported earnings this morning, and they got hit. Now, it did trade down, I think, 3.5% on the day. If you bought it right here on the buy zone, you're still down, looks like about 5%. So you're inside of your stop loss threshold, ideally. But not a great look for Spotify. This is probably going to need to do a little bit of a quick rebound. Otherwise, this thing's probably going to fail. So, like we talk about a lot of times, the stocks do test, and about 40% of them are ultimately going to fail. So, let's just stock fit in the probability. Now we just have one of these others that are just going to keep on moving. So, just interesting to see. So that's just a little bit of a bummer. And then same thing with Brinker International. They reported
Wow.
earnings and got hit pretty hard. This one was setting up. It was looking pretty good and was not able to complete the signal. So that's two pretty negative reactions from earnings. So that's not exactly what we want to see. But we're also looking at CoreWeave here. It's starting a nice little IPO base. And so just kind of watching this one, wanted to throw that up there. Just kind of tightening up a little bit. Would be nice to see some good upward action. But that's another one we got on the watch list for everybody. But in the meantime, it's just potentially if we get a nice solid update tomorrow, we'll probably be in a green zone, which would then give us more confidence to start buying some more breakouts. We want to see some continued setups and continue move higher. And we did have some more breakouts today, which we will get to in Arrow Review.
How exciting, dude. We're right on the cusp, getting right there. So we're seeing it coming. We're seeing the leaders start to kind of put their feet down and stand up and say, nope, this is me. Let's roll. And hopefully that continues to follow through and we don't see a reversal.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to watch in real time, right? We were watching all the stocks roll over. We've seen them all find support at the lower VWAPs, and now they're all bouncing up and crossing. Right as the market's hitting a green zone, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to watch in real time. We were able to avoid all that carnage, all that anxiety and stress because we were comfortably in cash. So now it's time for our anxiety and stress, right? Is this a
Exactly.
fake out? Is this a bull trap? But that's why you start with the small positions, and then if they continue to work, then you just continue either building into those positions or you start adding new ones as more breakouts happen. But pretty exciting, kind of fun to watch, and hopefully everybody's enjoying the show.
Exactly. Well, and that is going to do it for us today for Stock Talk. So thank you for either listening on Spotify or watching on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. We like to make sure that we have some daily content for you when we come through with our Stock Talk. If you want to learn more about us and who we are, visit our website, Vwapvision.com. That's VWAPvision.com. You can follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, Blue Sky. And if you would like to get our algorithmic buy and sell signals and see how Jacey and I are using those to our own trading strategy, and also just some educational videos, make sure you follow and subscribe to us on Patreon, patreon.com/Empire Algorithmic Trading, to get all of your best, all the fun stuff. We have a really nice, cool little community in there. So make sure to follow us on Patreon. And that being said, Jacey, happy trading, buddy.
Happy trading, Matt. All right, man. We'll talk to you during your overview. See you in a little bit.
See you, buddy.